Well, I need to talk to you about Batty's little baby, since I have talked about him a time or two this week. He did go ahead and die that last night, and we found him this morning. I put him with his mom to be with her while it was cool. I knew the heat was bad for him. And you know, I look back on this week and I tried really hard to save him, and then in other ways I second guess myself and try to figure out what I should have done and what I shouldn't have done, and you know, what's done is done. I can't change anything. So yeah, it's been sad, but he never had a good sucking reflex. And even though I saw him nurse at one time, and I was so excited, I just was praising the Lord, but I'm wondering if he really didn't have a strong enough of a suck reflex to actually draw the milk down. So anyway, everything's going to be okay. You know, I was disappointed and sad, but you know what? Life moves on, and this is June 22nd. And we found him this morning, or Bill did. And my devotion for June 22nd, I'm using this Jesus Always book. And it's a little devotional. And it says, for June 22nd, which is today, whenever you are feeling sad, I want you to anticipate feeling joyful again. This takes the sting out of your sorrow because you know it is only temporary. So sometimes I wonder, when is the sadness ever going to stop? There's been so many hard things happen, but I do keep moving forward, and I know God has a plan, and I know it's no mistake that I have goats and that I'm in the place where I'm at right now in my life. And so I just have to trust. I have to trust, and that is an okay place to be. It's okay to just release all the unknowns and the worries and the concerns to him. So it goes on to say, sadness tends to duplicate itself along the timeline, convincing you that you'll always be unhappy. But this is a lie. The truth is, all my followers have infinite joy ahead of them, guaranteed throughout eternity. No one can take this away from you. And it just goes on to say that there's ups and downs in life, and it's normal, and we just have to keep moving forward in that. And so I thought it was so cool of God to time all this to where I would read this message, and it did encourage my spirit. So anyway, I know that there's a lot of pain and a lot of sadness out there in the world and amongst my friends. And, you know, just keep your hope in Jesus Christ. He will bring you through. In Psalms 138:3, it says, at the very moment I called out to you, you answered me, and you strengthened me deep within my soul. And so we don't always know why things happen the way they do, but God does. He's God, and we're not. And I definitely am not. So God knows what he's doing, and since that little baby did not have a good sucking reflex, there must have been something wrong with him. And so God took him away, and everything's going to be all right. All right. Thank you for watching.